Imagine this. You pour your soul into a book. Real stories, real value, real you. And then you see a soulless, AI-written knockoff outselling your book on Amazon. Welcome to publishing in 2025 and beyond. If you're worried about AI stealing your spotlight and your sales, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Julie the Book Broad, founder of booklaunchers.com and your host here at booklaunchers.tv. Book Launchers is your first choice for all things related to writing, publishing, and promoting nonfiction books. And with that in mind, let's talk about how to win in an era of robot-written books. What you're up against. People using AI are pumping out thousands of books a day. Well, that might be an exaggeration. Precise monthly publication rates of AI-generated books aren't publicly released, but it feels like there's that many, and indicators point to a steep upward trend. For example, Draft2Digital, a major self-publishing distributor, reported in early 2024 that incoming manuscript volume was up 50% higher than usual, a spike attributed to AI-generated submissions. That was early 2024. Believe me, that did not slow down. And it actually started back in 2023. On Amazon's KDP platform, some opportunistic authors were churning out content at an extreme rate, reportedly up to 10 books a day per author. This led Amazon to institute a cap in September of 2023 that self-published authors may now upload no more than 3 new books per day. I'm lucky if I do that in 5 years. But anyways, while only a few publishers ever hit the old limits, this rule change was a response to the rapid influx of AI material. Books that can be easily scraped together, like travel guides, study guides, how-to material, they've been hardest hit by this. But there's no denying we've entered a content flood. And let's be honest, most of it is generic. It's fast, it's polished, but it's missing one thing: you. We've been up against it as a company too. The bots are hitting book launchers in many ways. First, there are more companies than ever doing some piece of what we do. Often they do it cheaper and faster because they're using bots or people who aren't US based to do a big chunk of their work. To a point, I appreciate the efficiencies offered by implementing AI, and we use it a lot too. And I mean, I have never enjoyed title and chapter title brainstorming as much as I do now, because I use my buddy Chatty to come up with all kinds of ideas that would have taken me forever to do on my own. And for sprucing up a book description, heck yeah, AI is fabulous, but it's made the landscape more competitive and harder to profit as a service-based business. When there are more choices, it's more expensive to get the consumer's attention. It's also made the work we do take longer and be more frustrating. I know that sounds funny because AI should speed it up, but the influx of AI books with the screening processes at KDP and Ingram becoming tighter and tighter to try to manage that inflow. There are more identity verification hoops to jump through, and legitimate books are getting kicked back from their review all the time. What used to take a few hours and a couple of days processing can take dozens of hours and weeks of processing time, and it's not fun work for my team to be battling bots to get the humans to resolve the issues that never should have cropped up in the first place. Now, those are the challenges, and I refuse to look at the challenges without seeing the opportunities, and that is what I encourage every author to do. As a company, we are really leaning into 3 key things, and these are things authors can look at too. We've doubled down on being human. We adjusted our services and we write books with human writers and human editors. We design everything so our authors can file copyright and claim the book was generated by a human, because it was. We use AI wherever we can, but not in generation of content. That is human. Second, we built our own software to support book marketing. I looked at what we do and I thought, what's the next part of the process that people won't need humans for? And that's a lot of the tactical steps of book launch and post-book launch marketing. Sure, you may still want somebody to execute these steps for you, and we'll be available to do that. But the software we built takes the steps we did manually for almost 1,000 books and makes it so you can walk through it step by step, including getting lists of places to have bookstore events at, pitch yourself for podcasts, all while getting guided by Julie the Book Bot. Yeah, she's pretty cool. If we are going to become obsolete by a robot, it might as well be my robot. That's how I'm approaching this. And third, we're leaning heavily into community building. As everything becomes automated and produced by AI, the one thing everyone will want and need more of is connection. So we have 2 new communities you can join, a free one for book writing and a paid one for book marketing. Check it out, booklaunchers.com/school, or authorbusinessaccelerator.com. Now, that's what we've done as a company. What do you do as an author? Well, here's how I think you're going to beat the bots as an author in 2026 and beyond. And it's kind of the same thing as we're doing as a company. Number one, be unmistakably human. Take the messy stories AI doesn't have. Talk about the failures that taught you everything. I was chatting with someone who had a rather academic approach to his topic. He started with the history of it, then moved into the current conditions, and then offered his solution. I said, okay, well, this works, it's logical, but honestly, a reader has to be really committed to reading this. What if you told the story of what made you care about this? That unlocked something in him, and he proceeded to tell me a deeply personal story about his daughter and a tragedy she experienced and how it was all because of this situation. Then he told me another story about this one medical professional who made the institution a lot of money, not because he was good, but because of the opposite. He was bad, and that meant that they made more money as an institution on every person he worked with because they had to come back for repeat stuff. His passion when he told me these stories was unbelievable. And I said, oh my gosh, there's the book. You can tell me the history after you tell me those stories, because now I actually care about this situation and how it got so bad. I think it's important to remember AI mimics. You connect. AI can crush telling a story about history, cover the stats of the current condition, but there's no replacing you in the book, especially when you're fired up about what you're sharing. Number two, all right, introverts and keyboard crusaders, brace yourself. And I count myself in there too. Battling bots in this day and age means you have to be live and in person. Do live streams, go to events, speak on stage. Bots can make great videos. For our Author Essentials services, we have Luna, your literary guide. She does a great job of guiding our authors through the steps in the process. Using AI for this allows us to have many people on my team produce the videos and have it be consistent for the client. But we're supporting them with steps in process. We're not trying to have a deep impact on their life. But showing up live, where you interact, improvise, and laugh at yourself, and share jokes, connection, stories, that's human and that's memorable. It's why you guys love when my video editors keep in my bloopers, because it's where you see Julie live and human. So host a local event, go live on your favorite platform, submit to speak, get out there. That is going to be a big thing in 2026 and beyond. Number three, build a community, not just a following. Newsletters, DMs, reader Zoom calls. People buy books from people they feel like they know. Be accessible, be real, be uncopy pastable so the bots can't copy you. And yep, you know what? This is more work than you thought you were signing up for. I get it. But did you write your book so nobody would know about it? Didn't think so. If you want impact and income from the work you do, you need to connect with people who need you and your book. Number four, use AI to assist you in your human activities. Now, here's the good news. Yeah, it's more work than it was before to get the word out, but you've also never had so many tools to make it easier, cheaper, and faster. Need content? Voila! AI tools are here to turn that chapter into video clips, blog posts, heck, even podcast episodes. Have you seen the Notebook LM? It is fantastic. Need more ideas or a quick email to a media outlet? Let AI help brainstorm, organize, or schedule, or just get Author Launch Kit when it comes out. Building a brand? Being you in all your messy human glory, that's your biggest competitive advantage. In a sea of robot-written fluff, you have one major advantage: your humanity, your heart. That's your author superpower. If you're not showing up real, you're blending in with the bots. And blending in is not how you win. Need help standing up? Standing up. I'm standing up just fine, thanks. Need help standing out? Need help standing out, showing up, and selling more books? Well, that is what we do. We have our Author Launch Kit software, our community, and our full service marketing where we wrap our arms around you like only real humans can do and take you through the whole process. Head on over to booklaunchers.com to learn more about our services, and head to authorbusinessaccelerator.com to learn about our marketing community. Let's out-human the robots together. I'll see you on the next video.